That's what we're talking about tonight. How can you have mega love? Of course, I'm here to help you be and attract an amazing love into your life. That's what this Facebook Live is all about. So I want you to have a life and love that you're absolutely passionate about. Just for those of you who haven't seen me yet, I'm Riana Milne. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, a certified love, life, and relationship coach, a certified addictions professional, #1 best-selling author of Love Beyond Your Dreams and Live Beyond Your Dreams that are sold in Barnes & Noble and in Amazon and a lot of other platforms. I just got done filming Radical Dating, Finding Lasting Love Over Age 40, where I help my client Scott find amazing, amazing love. And it is official. Scott, you said I could say this. He's in love. I'm so psyched. Like 3 months with his partner. He's so happy. And I'm so happy for him. So this stuff works. So singles, if you're with me tonight, hang in there. I know this is a couple show, but the information goes across the board. Men, women, straight, gay, young, old, everybody. Okay, so I'm so glad you're with me tonight. Again, it's the fourth Sunday in February. There'll be the last topic of the evolved relationship. In March, we're going to go into how to have a positive mindset. So March will be all about having a life you live and are passionate about and feel so amazing and positive about. So make sure you join me in March. Tonight's topic, February 26th, is also from Love Beyond Your Dreams and Chapter 18, what is the evolved relationship. But I'm going to mention some things from that, and I just really want to talk about having mega love tonight because I just feel like it. So it's just something I'm really passionate about. So, of course, my information is based on over 200 sources of research that is cut into Love Beyond Your Dreams, and I'm just giving you a brief overview from my book, and it's just all to help you have amazing love, and if you're single, to attract that partner into your life. Now, last week we covered the 9 secrets and qualities of the evolved relationship, so I want to continue on that coaching path. If you missed any of February's topics, you can scroll down my page, Coach Riana Milne, or even easier, just go to my YouTube channel, Riana Milne. Please subscribe when you're there, like the videos that you watch, because that way you'll get a new video every time I do one. It'll be released right to you, and you can catch up on all the feisty new news. Okay, so what does it mean for those of you that don't know to have an evolved relationship? So it means to be super advanced in your personal development, to be your very best self, separate of the relationship, so that you bring an interesting, positive, outgoing person to the relationship. This is what creates mega love, because you have to love yourself first. And then when you radiate this aura of confidence, joy, sexuality, powerful mindset, it's crazy sexual and attractive to anybody looking for you out there. And you've got to trust me, the world is abundant. Anyone can find amazing mega love. You just have to know what to do. So, and let's double that aura. If you are spiritually based, then you just add that to that power of attraction, because spiritually evolved people have the ability to see the good in people. They don't have fear in their lives. They have the ability to just, be open to all people and situations. So if someone walks up to them and says hello, like my partner Joey did, I'm open to saying hello and saying, what he's all about. We also live very consciously. That means we think before we say and do. We're very careful not to judge, control, or criticize others. And we want to extend unconditional love to everyone. So again, it's very important to live consciously with your partner. And I always say, for the good of all. If you're thinking about, is this a good positive comment that's going to make someone else feel happy, then say it, and really try to avoid getting into negative conversations. So couples, imagine if the both of you did this. You really thought before you said, did, and act. I mean, if you live consciously, you'd be very careful not to hurt your partner. You wouldn't criticize, you wouldn't nag, you wouldn't control your partner. Remember back to the beginning when you guys fell in love and it was just like magical. Think back to when you first met. It was powerful, it was energizing, it was magnetic, right? You certainly weren't controlling that person then. You weren't telling them don't wear this or don't do that. You were just happy they showed up at your door. I mean, get back to that energy level of being so excited to see your partner each day. Because then what happens? You fall in love, right? Over time, what happens? And I hear over and over again, and I just say it's no excuse, but I keep hearing, the spark died. No, what happened is you forgot to light up. You forgot to show up, meaning you lighting yourself up with the energy of being positive, living happy, living with purpose, and just feeling absolutely amazing about yourself. And that's why I say don't ever give up your dreams. You have to be totally connected to your dreams, your purpose, your goals in all areas of your life so that you are excited about yourself with confidence, with this aura of energy. And then when you're excited, guess what? Your partner becomes excited about you. Just watch me. When you are turned on about your life and yourself, your partner is turned on and attracted to you. So seriously, come on. I mean, if you had all the money and time in the world, okay, what would you do? Where would you travel to? I mean, what would you buy? Where would you live? What hobbies would you do just for the hell of it? Just for fun? What would you do? So many people just are so caught up in getting up. Oh my God, I got to go to work, feeling, drudgery about their work day. And I mean, you really should be connected to your work and love what you do. I love going to work every day and helping my people. But seriously, I mean, it's time to just wake up and say, what do I want? What are my dreams? How can I connect to it so I can live and love beyond my dreams? And that's the purpose of what we do with coaching. Because I always say, if not now, when? And if not you, who? I mean, and people that live with this mindset, when it comes to love and do this with their partner, they have such an amazing love that goes on. So right now, I want to challenge you to just write down 3 ultimate goals, okay? And couples, if you're getting frustrated and saying, well, I'm not hearing the tips from tonight from chapter 18, trust me, this is part of the tips. I'm teaching you to be spiritually awakened and evolved. So I would love for you to just write it in the chat if you're on with me tonight. And if you're watching this tape later, I'm not really sure if Facebook Live allows you to write the comments in when you replay it, but please just add it to my page, Coach Riana Milne, because I want to see what your dreams are. And these should need to be ultimate goals, things that most people would not dream about. But if you had money and time was not a concern, what would your goals in life and love be? So let's write it down, okay? And you must declare it to become true. So you start by declaring it here tonight on Facebook Live, and then you declare it on your own social media. You talk about your goals with your partner and your friends, and sooner or later, the more you talk about them, the more you believe in them, the more it's going to come true for you. Trust me on this one, okay? I mean, I'll start, okay, if you'd like. In the past year and a half, I had several goals. One was to get my 2 books in the Barnes & Noble stores, which I did. Then was to push Love Beyond Your Dreams to #1 on Amazon, which it is, in couples therapy and women in spirituality, #2 in psychology. And then I really wanted an amazing TV show, which I just taped this fall, Radical Dating, where I was able to coach on television. And I'm like so thrilled about that, and love my client. He's done so well and took it so seriously. And Scott has love, so I'm just like so thrilled. Okay, and then I wanted to find a beautiful spiritual man to live the rest of my life with. And on top of that we would have romantic love adventures around the world. Pretty lofty dreams, right? Okay, but guess what? I got them all. I got them all. And so can you. This is what I'm saying. Until you declare your goals and your dreams, it's not going to come to you. So you have to know what you want. I mean, Joey and I, we met about a year ago. We just celebrated our little anniversary. I got this beautiful topaz ring. Awesome. In St. Augustine. Thank you, honey. I love it. And we went to Puerto Rico last year, Cancun, Atlantic City, LA, and toured around LA. And then in September, we had 21 days on a Mediterranean cruise around Europe. And I always wanted to go to Venice with someone I loved. That was like a 5-year dream. And it just wasn't happening. I just had faith and power and confidence that I knew this would happen one day. And when he asked me, what is your ultimate dream? I said, I want to go to Venice with someone I love. So not only did we go to Venice, he also then gave me my eternity ring, my love eternity ring, my engagement ring. So it was just like so romantic. So listen, guys, this can happen for you too. This is what I'm saying. So yeah, shoot me. I had more than 3 mega goals, okay? But I dream big. I've always dreamed big my entire life. I've taught my kids to dream big. I teach my clients to live big. Why? because it's amazing. Things happen to you that you believe can come true. So you singles who want to believe that love is out there for you, please trust me, it is. Couples, if you want to reignite your love and passion for the other one, light yourself up first and then bring that spark of fire and passion to your lover and watch what happens. You got to feel great about you. Okay, so again, why not you? You too can live the dream life. I'm now meditating on the huge success of radical dating, and all your prayers and support on that was always welcome. So couples, now let's talk about how living a life beyond your dreams is really the best thing for both of you. It starts by defining your own personal mega goals, okay, and your dreams, and not being afraid to declare it, as I said, to the world. So then when you share it with your partner, start meditating on it daily. Part 3 of meditation that I teach is visualization, seeing it come to be, seeing all the details. I'm sitting now recording in my home that I love, love, love. I just got it in July, and it's like my dream house. You walk in, you see water, and I had this house totally picked out, planned out with design. I knew exactly how I was going to decorate it. And when I put an offer in, it's like, Rihanna, sorry, somebody has a cash offer and it's not going to be your house. And I said, watch me. Okay. So every day I meditated on this house being my house and seeing the visions and decorating it. And step 4 of my meditation is a question. God, what do you want me to know? And the inner voice came to me. The inner knowing said, call the realtor. The house is yours. Picked up the phone. Jess, and I love my realtor, for if anyone needs a great realtor, Jess and Eva, they're the team. Okay, I said, call, put the offer in. She goes, well, it's going to be sold. It's not up and available on realtor.com. I said, do it for me. Promise me. Just do that for me. She calls me, oh my God, Rihanna, the house is available. I said, that is my house now. Put in the offer and here I sit. So listen, guys, you can have the dreams that you are daring to dream. Just do it, okay? And singles, this is for you too. I mean, you can call in a fabulous partner into your life. Guys, this is what I teach. I'd be so honored to help you find this. If you just can't figure out how to get this positive energy, like through your mind, through your body, to attract that wonderful person into your life, you need the mindset for success. You need the mindset to attract love into your life. It's very important. Once you get it, once you get what I teach, it's so easy. And really every area of your life comes together. So when 2 people that are a couple already in an exclusive relationship have this turned on personality and living their personal life and dreams to their max, and guess what? You're both then a couple's dream, and everybody wins. You're a team. Remember, you're a team. Every thought, word, and deed either adds or subtracts to the success of the team. So what are you doing? Is what your thoughts, action, and deed for the good of the team? If not, rethink. Live consciously. Make sure it is. Listen, couples, it's time to live by. It's you and me against the world. That's one of my favorite sayings. That means you defend each other to the end. You think about what's good for your partner. You live in integrity and honesty. And you make sure that spark stays in your life. And I don't mean this you and me against the world in an aggressive way, not at all. The watch me attitude is not nasty, mean, aggressive. It's an inner power, it's an inner faith, it's an inner strength that makes you feel you can do anything that you can in this world. And you can do it singly and as a couple. So when you're both living this mindset for success, man, your relationship is just awesome. And these are all lessons that come from both Live and Love Beyond Your Dreams. So we're going to hit a little bit more Love Beyond Your Dreams, Live Beyond Your Dreams in March, which is about the positive mindset. So important. And my God, if you guys are stuck in this routine of what are you doing today? What are our finances? What are our bills? I'm worried about the political daily events. Oh my God, so many people are up on the negativity of the politics. Yes, I care about our country, but my God, live life, be happy. Let's all rally around and be supportive. But when you're swept up in the fear and the negativity, guys, it kills your spirit. Thus, it kills the spirit of any relationship that you're in. So when one person has dreams and goals and the other person tries to hold you back, it's going to kill your relationship too. Because one person may be stuck in a childhood trauma or fear, and they are living this pity party about themselves, and the other one's like flying in the positive direction, knows exactly what they're going and doing, then the relationship's going to break down because the other person's not on board. So both of you need to learn the mindset for success. You both have to have your mega dreams and goals as individuals. Then the other secret is to bring it together as a team. So it's you, me, and us. Equilateral, equal triangle. Your dreams, my dreams, our dreams. And let's do it. Let's live this. Let's make sure we do it. Sure, change is hard, but life is worth it. You don't want to just stay in that status quo. And yes, it takes risk to love, guys. Of course it does. And remember, no one is perfect. Your partner will not be perfect. And don't make them feel like they have to be perfect. Because if you nitpick them to death and try to control everything they try and say to do to make them your perfect partner, then you've lost the person you fell in love with. So what good is it? You don't want to do that, right? So you want to make sure as the evolved partner that you look deeper into the person, their light, their soul, their energy, their mind, their intelligence, their belief system, their faith, and be supportive of their dreams. Ask yourself, when was the time you both stopped dreaming? So I love Tony Robbins' quote, and it's one of many that I love. He's always been one of my mentors. But it's like, if you stop growing, you're dying. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so true. So yeah, it takes risk. It takes guts to say it's time to grow. It's time for change. Let's make this relationship and my life different. Let's turn myself on, because two turned on, evolved people make an amazing mega relationship. And that's what I'm trying to do. When I have couples that come in and work with me, we do life coaching individually first. Why? Because I want to make each one of you feel amazing about yourselves. Love yourself first. Go for your dreams and goals. What have you given up? Why'd you give it up? Let's reconnect. New goals, new great dreams. What is it we have to do to make you feel amazing about yourself and every other life element? And then when you're turned on and she's turned on or your partner's turned on, boom, magic happens. Okay? And remember, part of this system is living in a very spiritual way. So you both have to practice spirituality and all the concepts that come with it. And I'll cover more of that next month in March. Definitely conscious living, which is monitoring your thoughts, words, and deeds. Living in the light, positive mindset in everything you do. And if it's not positive, don't say it. Think before you speak, okay? And of course, this doesn't mean there's not going to be any difficult conversations. Of course there's going to be. Because guess what? You're two different people, two different cultures, two different ages, backgrounds, childhood fears are brought into a love relationship. And early on, these are things that are going to have to be negotiated through. And times get tough and tense. I mean, my Joey's from Hispanic world, and I'm German and was grown up to be independent, be fierce, and he was brought up to be a little bit more conservative. So we had to work through those and say, what's best for us and the team? So how do you talk through a difficult time? You don't do it first thing in the morning before work. You don't do it at the end of the day when everybody's tired and short because maybe work was difficult. So you do it maybe on the weekend, you do it in the middle of the afternoon, and you always preface it, hey babe, can I talk to you about something? Something's come up and I really want us to work and be in an amazing relationship, so can we just chat about this? And then you come up with two solutions already and say, I would like you to come up with two ideas that we can work through. That's good for the team because I want you happy. I want to be happy. How can we negotiate through this? How can we make this work? And when you come together as a team, oh my gosh, it works really, really great. So remember, everything should be good for the team and what makes you both feel happy and really alive in the relationship. So couples, live large. You see, you can still work. Be an exclusive couple. Act in integrity. Then together, live your dreams. So what does partner one want? What does partner two want? Individually, declare them, talk about them, see how it can be a support system to each other. Take risks, and then just do it. So talk about the next 6 months, where your goals, what do you want to do the next year? What big vacation do you want to plan? I mean, we've got one big vacation. Our dream is to go to Asia on a cruise. We already have Key West planned, and we want to do one more trip, probably to Puerto Rico. So 2 smaller trips and 1 mega trip. That's our goals for the year. And we are focused on it to make that happen. What are your goals and dreams? You got to set them to get them. So come on, guys, the next 6 months, let's make it friggin' happen. Okay, what else do we want? If you have your goals and dreams, type it in. I'm mad woman and doing everything possible to make radical dating a huge success, because the show is amazing in teaching quality techniques about how to find love and be in a great relationship. All coming from RCI, David Steele Relationship Coaching Institute, and 5 amazing coaches helping people find love. So I'm so excited because it's going to help so many people out there find love. So I'm so passionate about making it work. And Joe's got his goals too. He's a metal artist. And, he's really talented in doing beautiful ornate fences and gates and winding staircases, beautiful, different kind of work. And I'm helping him in his dreams by doing more of the marketing, which he's not very comfortable with. So, I'm helping with, business cards and formats and getting them on Facebook and social media, nothing that he knew about. So we can help each other and support each other. He helps me every Facebook Live, make sure technologically I'm on live and not off, and making sure that people can hear me and so on. So he supports me in many different ways. So this is really fun because it makes our dreams happen for each other even more so. So, Joey's just learning this mindset too. I met him a year ago, and now he's learning to live life large. He's never been to Europe, and he's a metal artist. I'm like, oh my God, the art and the architecture over in Europe is just so beautiful. And he was just so lit up, and he was so excited to share that with me, and so was I. So, when you experience living large, you can never live small again. So couples, you can do this too. So start now, start tonight, make that dedication, have the conversation. What is it that you want? What's the best and the good for the team? And tell your partner what you need to be happy. Be real with them, and then start making goals, the steps to get there. And then remember, this is not all about you, just me, my goals, blah, blah, blah. Remember, they have to mesh with the couple's goals and dreams as well. So, one of my future goals also is to get out on the speaker stage. So I said to Joey, I want you to come with me. I'm going to need help, help in the back of the room, help sell my books, help me set up the events, whatever it is, travel details. So we're going to do that together, and we're going to travel to more cities. So he's really excited about that, and I'm really excited to have the support. So do you see how this works? You, me, and us. Totally. So have the talk tonight. Don't wait. If you need help, certainly call me. All you have to do is go on my website, rianamilne.com. There's a pop-up form. Fill it out. I give free coaching strategy sessions in my Delray Beach office or by Skype around the world. All you got to do is fill out the form. Tell me your story. Tell me what you're struggling with a little bit, and find me. I want to help you. I want to help you feel amazing about your life, your partner, your relationship, and if you're single, and having that confidence and that aura that just shines and calls in your partner, because believe me, it works. If you don't know the story, Joey interrupted me. I was walking to my car in a parking lot. We met in the parking lot. He said, excuse me, can I talk to you? Are you spiritual? And now, mind you, in my meditations, my key words were, thank you for sending me, God, a beautiful spiritual man. Well, my man is gorgeous, okay? Here we are. This is my guy. Yay. And he asked if I was spiritual. And and that's what I was asking for. And he said, are you afraid to talk to me? And I said, no. Well, number one, are you single? Because I won't talk to anyone that's involved with someone else. And when he said he was, and I was, and he gave me his business card, I felt more comfortable, and we had a great conversation. Then he said, may I take you out? And our first date was Valentine's Day. Pretty romantic for a relationship coach, right? You couldn't have asked for a better story. And then to get engaged on a gondola ride in Venice. Okay, so you call in the dreams and the life that you want, guys. Anyone can do this. You just have to know how. Let me help you find out how to do this. Okay, because my coaching clients know how to do it too. So reach out for me. The time is now. Dream big. Have guts. Declare it on the tape or on my site. I want to see what they are. And you see, too many people get too wrapped up in the selfishness sometimes. It's all about them. And I love this quote too, and it's anonymous. I wish I could say who wrote it. But in real love, you want the other person's good. In romantic love, you just want the other person. Isn't that a great quote? Because guys, husbands, partners, if you just want sex with your partner and you're not investing time in asking about their day and their dreams, how can I support you in your dreams? If you're not taking the time to date your partner and dress nice and go out and have fun and do spicy stuff and just like have a blast in life, I mean, then, you're just having sex. So you're just horny. And believe me, your partner's not going to be turned on by that. But if you take the time for that everyday affection, the kiss, hello, goodbye, the hug, text or two throughout the day, how's your day going, babe, or sending something romantic, or leaving a note in the morning. I wake up every day to a note. It's like the cutest thing. I love it. It's one of Joey's things. I mean, that makes somebody feel cherished, loved, respected, and cared for, and you just... In real love, you ask questions of your partner. You ask if they're okay. Did anything bad happen today I can help you with? What exciting happened for you? And you listen, and you share each other's goals and you know what's going on at each other's work, because this is your day at work. And you have to share that with your partner, and then they're involved with your life. So how are you showing your partner simple affections day in, day out? This, again, will show real appreciation for who they are. And what they bring into the relationship. Those beginning things that spark ignited when you met them. Who are they? Why do you love them? Tell them often. I love this about you, or wow, you just look so cute when you smiled like that. I mean, it's the littlest things that add up to just making the relationship so fiery and so fun. Okay, and remember, you both must keep the attraction factor. So stay mutually attracted to each other. Each of you take the time to look great. Ladies, do your hair, do your makeup, do your nails, dress sharp. I do personal dressing for anybody that needs help in that. I used to be a stylist at a large department store in Philly and have a model and talent company, so I really enjoy that personal styling. And you know what? You still want to have a crush on your partner. I remember looking at Joey like 2 days ago, and after I left in the morning, and I texted him, and it's like, I still have a crush on you. And it just made me feel lit up the entire day, So we often think about and talk about when we fell in love, but he still looks amazing. I still dress for him. We still do spicy, fun stuff. Like after this Facebook Live, we're going to see 50 Shades of Grey. Yay, that'll be fun. So that's what I'm saying. Like, go out and have some fun. Yes, he's going to wear the handcuffs in. They're pink. That means I'm in charge tonight. Be fun, right? So this is what you want. Crazy fun, mega love. Come on, guys, you can do this. Trust me. You're going to feel friggin' fabulous about your life, about your love, about your partner, and about your relationship. Remember, none of us is perfect, so don't put that perfect control crap on your partner. Two different people, past triggers, love them when they need love. Hold them when they're feeling scared. Reassure them, okay? Because we all have human frailties. So, to be evolved means to look deeper and have your heart and mind open to giving them real love. Okay? Let's do this. I will see you next Sunday. It's about movie time. Can't be late for my date. So, love yourself, love your partner. I'll see you back here next Sunday, 7:30 p.m. on my page, Coach Riana Milne. If you found this information valuable, please tag it and share it with someone you love or someone you know that needs love and needs help to feel more positive about life. And to catch the rest of the videos, please go to my YouTube channel, Riana Milne. Click subscribe. That way you get all the videos I do sent to you automatically. And watch the videos, share them with others. It could help. Remember, too, I have an app. It's called My Relationship Coach. It's free. You can download it around the world. And if you need me personally, please reach out to me on my website, rianamilne.com. March is life work, feeling positive about your life, about yourself, having a positive mindset. So make sure you join me for there. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them now for you. I know many of you watch this and don't come on live like you're watching, but you don't like to ask questions because you like to be on there private. That's cool, or you watch it later. But do declare your goals and your dreams, guys. Trust me, it will help bring them to you. And you have to have the guts to have the faith and the power to believe in them so that they come to you. I've been practicing this my entire life. And I know my daughter, Alexi Panos, practices it too. And it works, okay? Trust me. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I do have the handout. What does the Evolve Partner look like? If that's something you want, just email me at Riana Milne at Gmail, and I will make sure you get that out. Okay, so until then, as always, I wish you to have life and love you feel amazing about. Have a very blessed day and week, and have the love that you deserve. Good night and God bless. Go have some fun. Now, this lesson is very dear to me because it was taught to me at a young age. I was 16 by my father, Jack H. Milne, who was a very cool and handsome dude. Later in life, we didn't know until he was sick with cancer that he was FBI and CIA and served our government. He was a colonel in the Air Force, a charming, beautiful soul, a great person, great emotion, would help anybody. And I was struggling with a career situation. Back then, they didn't have something called sexual harassment. And I had a boss come on to me at my dream job, and I loved it. And I went home crying to my dad, "Dad, I got fired for no reason, but other than I wouldn't sleep with my boss." And he said, "Well, you're smart, and you're going to figure this out." You see, my dad didn't give me all the answers. My dad made me figure it out for myself. And that was a really brilliant thing he did as a parent. Made me come up with some solutions, and then we were going to discuss the solutions I came up with. And this is something I taught my daughters to do, and people that I coach, also my students in school that I worked with as a SAC counselor. So he also said, "Hun, listen, if you've got the 5 Ds, you'll go anywhere you want in life, and you can't let one situation, one job, one romance, one partner, anything hold you down. If you got the 5 Ds, you can do anything." So this is what I'm going to teach you, Dad's lesson tonight. And I do attribute my growth and success to this valuable lesson. So I hope it does inspire you to become your best self. It's just one of many techniques that I teach in my coaching. So as a parent, a life coach, a counselor, I teach my father's words to encourage growth and goal setting. Because actually, if you don't set goals, and we just did goal setting last week, you don't know where you're headed. It's just like waking up and floating. Well, there's 2 different personality types in the world. There's A personality type that are driven, know exactly where they're going. They set up their goals and they go for their dreams. B's just kind of float through life. And maybe if they're happy that way, that's cool. But they just kind of don't think about life and they just kind of float. For me, I lost 2 very close friends to me very early in life. 16 years old, my best friend was killed by a drunk driver. And at 23, my Penn State roommate was murdered by her boyfriend. So I lost 2 very dear friends, 2 tragic ways, and I kept thinking, how much time do I have? So I became pretty serious as a young girl. I became spiritual. Not too many people knew about that. But it was my journey to live as big and large as I could to reach as many goals as I had set up for myself, many of them starting at 17. And it's funny because I watched my daughter, Alexi. She grew up with a mindset, both Lex and Steffi. I taught this mindset to them. And Alexi wanted to be a singer in her teens. And even her own dad said, "That's a joke. You're never going to be a singer." And this was a time of Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears, a whole pop star thing. It was like really big. And we had a producer near my hometown of Egg Harbor Township, Rodney Jerkins, and the girls wanted to go audition for him. At the time, I'm in my master's for counseling. I don't know who Rodney was. When I look it up, oh my God, he's a multi-Grammy award-winning producer of Dark Child. He produced for Michael Jackson and Brandy and Destiny's Child, Beyonce, and many, many more. And today, his sister, Sybil's a very, very beautiful, dear friend of mine. So the families have become friends after that audition. But long story short, she just went for it. And out of 320 girls, she was one of 2 called back. Well, again, the watch me mindset was something my girls grew up with. And they just learned that nothing was impossible. They just went for it. They just risked. And, Rodney wanted to pick her up. But in the meanwhile, he was very busy producing for Michael Jackson. And she met another top artist, Grammy Award-winning artist. And I actually met him in South Beach, set up the deal when I was a talent agent. She flew out, auditioned for them. And within the week, she's at the Teen Choice Awards on the red carpet being announced as the next new artist. So this mindset for success works for young people too. And that's the part of her book where she says, if you just believe it, you can do it. Okay, so it's very cool stuff. And then after she went on world tour with them, she was satisfied and moved on to be a model for great designers, and then a TV host for HGTV for a couple of shows. And then she had this goal to change the world. And I remember as a kid, she used to watch those Save the Children commercials and say, Mom, I want to change the world. I want to go help those people in Africa. And I said, I know you will, babe. Like, with all the conviction in my heart. Like, I believed in her dream. And at 20, she and her best friend, Tennille, who's like a daughter to me, hey T, she and Lexi went over to find out what they needed most. It was freshwater wells. And now they have freshwater wells, 12 of them in Tanzania, Africa area. So her dream to change the world also came true. And who at 20 just drops everything and says, I'm going to Africa to see what I can do? Well, that's my kids. And then, Stefana, the same thing. She worked her way up very fast and quickly in the corporate world. She became a supervisor for JetBlue and a very large restaurant chain in her young 20s, and was with JetBlue for quite a period of time. Then she wanted to go into photography, her passion work, her hobby. And she's won many awards for photography, and her pictures are just beautiful. They capture the real emotion of love out of Orlando. It's Sona Photography. So, the girls have learned, go for your dreams and don't let anything hold you back. So this is where this lesson evolves from. And again, you don't have to grow up in a household where the 5 Ds are taught to get this now, no matter how old you are and what stage of life that you are in. So you can teach your children this, your grandchildren this, and yourselves and your partner this. So the first D is desire. And that's defined typically as a longing, a wish, a yearning, a need, aspiration. It's really the fire that burns within us to propel us towards our goals. Because without desire, we have nothing. Nothing to strive for, and then that causes stagnation and uncertainty and often depression. Because if you're not growing and you're not striving for something, if you don't define your goals, as we talked about last week, you float. Okay, and that gets a little boring after a while. So the goal setting often does start with desire, as the goals are the dreams that we're willing to work hard for to achieve. And when we set these goals, we take that responsibility for our lives and choose to devote ourselves to doing whatever it takes to reach those goals and dreams. Now we have to take these small steps, one step at a time, one day, 1 week, 1 month at a time, to achieve these goals. And it takes living a life of purpose and achievement. And it does take a little bit of time, of course, and dedication. But with that and the strong initial desire, living the lessons of the 5 Ds and the Watch Me mindset, those goals will become your reality. Trust me, it happens for me all the time. Second one is determination. Now, determination means to try again, no matter what. Even if you fail, figure out a second way, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. And, it just takes a lot of guts to go for it. And to be open, with an open mindset to change. You may have had a really strong mindset if it's going to happen this way, but then you open your mind to trying something new. What's cutting edge? What's happening? Be determined to find out what is new in the world and adopt your program or your product to meet, those new ways of marketing even. You're willing to risk. You've got an open mind, you feel the fear, but you do it anyway, and that's the coolest part. We, with a Watch Me mindset, do it anyway. I mean, it's human to fear change and the unknown. There's no guarantees in life, and we might fail, but so what? Because really, those that have this Watch Me mentality would rather try and fail than say they never had the guts to try at all. So, that's where we live the determination. And we do whatever it takes. Change is scary, but it's usually often always good. And you must be willing to take the risk to reach your goals. And otherwise, again, you remain stuck in that status quo without any change. And then the boredom comes into your life. So Actually, too, if you're failing, perhaps another dream emerges. It becomes a new passion, even stronger than the first. So remember, in the spiritual world, we always say there is no mistakes. Everything happens for a reason. So you have to be very consciously aware as you're trying these goals and these dreams. If something else pops up that seems to work even better, go for it. That might have been the mistake that you needed. So keep an open mind, keep the faith. That's really important for living in the now. Recognize everything that's going on and trust the process of life as it unfolds and brings the answers to you. The third D of the 5 Ds is dedication. And this is to be dedicated to one's purpose, project, or person. And that's to live it, breathe it, be consumed with it from the conception to the finality of a project. And it's a pretty tall order, very tough for many humans to do. They get stressed out, overwhelmed. Again, you have to have balance in life. We talked about balance in life. Okay, so you want to make the plan to reach your goals, and you have to have a time frame for step-by-step procedures. Make each step realistic. Stick to your goals, even if you get sideswiped a little bit and a little frustrated. What can I do to help this part that I don't get because I'm not a techie person? I'm really lucky to get And of course, this wasn't taught to me in my master's program in psychology. I had to research it. So that's what I did, and all that research is in my book, Love Beyond Your Dreams. So I needed that information. My clients needed that information, and that's the stuff from which I coach from. Let's get into the next D. It's not one of the official 5, but it's drive. And I should really say the 6 Ds, but I don't want to mess up my father's lesson. So drive, I added in there, but that's a huge part of dedication because it takes having motivation, initiative, and hustle. Man, if you don't have drive, you're not reaching any of your goals, man. You just got to go flat out for it. You got to hustle. You got to be willing to work hard. I mean, when I'm writing a book or working on a project, I'll work 12, 14-hour days, and I'm so enmeshed in my project, it doesn't even really feel like a lot of time. The time just flies for me. But it's tied to my purpose, too. So, that's part of why time flies. So we want to make the drive helps you make the effort to succeed. The inner thoughts and words that you say inside ourselves, which we call positive self-talk, is absolutely essential to reaching your goals and helps keep determination alive. So what you mentally think and feel has a critical effect on your self-control, your confidence, your final success outcome of your goals. Positive self-talk sounds easy, but believe me, it's not as easy as you think because you're overcoming years of childhood conditioning and unconscious thinking, okay, which we call uneducated thinking. You're just acting from impulse or triggers as a kid. So what I teach in coaching is having you have the conscious mindset for success using positive self-talk and a ton of other techniques that helps you be very consciously aware of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you say. And all of that then is blended to add towards your success in reaching your goals and dreams. So again, this is part of your constant, everyday way of thinking. You'll feel and believe that everything you desire is right there beyond your reach. We don't ask how. We trust the how will come. Okay? And that's kind of hard for people to get a handle on. Like, well, how are you going to do this? How are you going to? And I just said, I'm just going along with it. I'm meditating on it. I'm praying on it. I trust it's going to come. I believe in it. The law of attraction says what you believe you will achieve. And it works for me and my people and my clients. All right, here's the next one. Devotion, number 4. And devotion is a dedication from the heart to oneself, goals, spiritual beliefs, higher purpose, your divine sense of faith. And it's a sense of devotion and a sense of altruism as well. Charitable affection, loyalty, and commitment. And here in the 5 Ds, I really mean it to say it's devoted to one's higher purpose in life. Why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? If you can tie your purpose to your goals, you are more than 100% likely to reach your dreams. So tie it to your higher purpose. Make sure you have a sense of spirituality about everything you do. The next one, and 5, the final one, is dare to dream. I think this is my favorite, and he says, and hun, the last one is dare to dream. And dare, it's like that risk. I dare you. And it's like, sometimes you just, everybody's saying you can't, or they dare you, or it's not going to happen. I remember opening my model and talent agency in Erie, PA, right? I went, in this story I tell in my Live book, but I was a model for John Robert Powers, and I became an instructor and actually became quite friendly with the owner of the chain. And I was in Erie, and there was a branch in Erie, and I was 26, and I went down to get a job as a teacher. Well, the then director says, you're too old to model. And she didn't even give me a chance. I said, she goes, you don't have to tell me what you've done. You're too old. And I walked out of that door and I said, watch me. So at that point, I opened up my own center, Riana Model and Talent, and it became a 3-time international award-winning school. Within 6 months, I won my first trophy. And I remember about 3 months in, the gentleman that owned John Robert Powers called me and said, may I talk to Riana? And I said, yes, this is me. And he says, well, this is so-and-so. And I'm like, well, hi, how are you? And he said, you know me? And I said, of course I do. I went to your Philadelphia school. And I said, but my name has changed. I grew up with a different name, and I go by Riana, my nickname. He goes, oh my God, why didn't you tell me it was you? I would have had you go in and run my school. And I said, well, I didn't know where you were. I haven't seen you for years. I just wanted to get a part-time job to help, bring income in for my family. And she told me I was too old. And I just said, well, the hell with that. I'm going to open my own center. He goes, well, you're blowing us away and I have to close my center. I pulled all the business from that town into my center, which was actually Real People Model and Talent School and an agency, and I was a talent manager. So I had high fashion models, I had Real People models from ages 5 to 85. And I had such a good time doing it. And we had all the photography studios hiring us and the advertising agencies, and we were out all around town. And we had a blast doing it as a group. So when I was told, and I was opening it, and people were like, a talent agency? That's never going to go in this town, because it was a blue-collar town. I'm like, in my head, watch me, So it was kind of like my driving force. And all these 5Ds allowed me to dare to dream, go for my dream, don't be held back, don't let anyone tell me I can't. And it wasn't an arrogance, and it wasn't nasty. It was just my inside, my mind, my driving force. So, you can go for your dreams and balance your life and still be altruistic and help the world and raise amazing kids, as Steph is raising my 2 grandsons. And, just do what you dare to dream. And again, this 5Ds is a lesson from my dad, and I hope that inspires you today. I've discovered over 40 years of using the Watch Me mindset for success. And I've taught it to my kids in the schools, and I've worked as a SAC counselor, student assistance counselor, and that was with the emotionally upset kids from grades kindergarten all the way through college. So with my students, with my models, my actors, my own children, business corporate people, those who adopt this mindset, of course my coaching clients who all adopt this mindset for success, all people, all cultures, all ages, all educational levels, doesn't matter. It helps encourage them to reach their greatness. And that's my goal, to help you reach your fullest potential, to have a life and love that you absolutely love, love, love. So try the mindset. Don't be afraid of risking. Do it consciously. Do it smart. But remember, there's no limits on your life. And then, when you find you're living this life with total purpose, fun, excitement, energy, a huge sense of accomplishment, and unlimited personal esteem and gratification without arrogance or ego, you have attracted the most amazing people into your life.